You're filthy. Go sit in the corner and think about all those bullets you ate. Dirty, dirty rifle. What's up, guys? Now you're going to see a thing here or here that says paid promotion. That's not what this is. I actually have a receipt for this Rimfire cleaner. I'll show you the receipt, the whole thing, minus the redacted parts. I don't want my address on the internet. But basically, the reason that I found this Vortec Rimfire blend is because I've got this Voodoo V22. Now this Voodoo V22, this thing is freaking sweet. This one is actually their shortest, lightest barrel. It's a 16-inch ranch profile. And I like punching tiny little holes in paper, but I'm more of a out in the field kind of guy. So I didn't want to be toting around this big bull barrel, like this big ridiculous thing. So this is adequate for me. But now, over the last year, I have fired this thing a bunch. I mean, I'm talking a whole lot. I've eaten through bricks of the match grade stuff. A buddy of mine gave me a half a brick of this. I tried some other stuff, Lapua Center X, Midas Plus, and then I found this thing ridiculously dirty. So that day, basically this thing was, the group started opening up to 1/4 of an inch, got out to a 1/2 inch, and I said, we're done, let's stop. And then my older son, he says, I want to shoot it, Dad, and I want to shoot it. So I'll let him take it 200 rounds beyond filthy. So, like I said, this thing was already just flinging bullets everywhere. I had a concern. I did not want to baffle strike in the suppressor, so I actually took the suppressor off. I wish I had a way to record this barrel before and after. It was a night and day difference. So now, the reason that I found this stuff, this Vortec Rimfire cleaner, is because of Mike Bush from Voodoo Gunworks. Mike Bush, he'd kind of designed the rifle. You kind of want to listen to him. I talked to him quite a bit in May of this year. And so when this thing got so dirty, I messaged him and I asked him, I said, hey, have you found anything better than the Vortec? And he says, nope, I haven't found anything better than the Vortec. He said, get the Vortec, you'll be happy with it. So simply enough, this thing was so bad, what I was going to want to do is just stand it on its end and soak it. So I did that. I've got an extra closet, and that one's in my bedroom. I didn't want it to stink a lot, and this stuff did not smell up the room. It was pretty neat. So what I did was I took that closet rod, and I made just this really crude little wire hanger. Then all I did was just hang it by the sling like this. So here it is hanging in the closet vertically. Then at that point, let's lay this back on the table for easier demonstration. Then at that point, all I did was remove the bolt. Then I took a foamy earplug, just a regular old earplug, poked it in the muzzle. Then I took a straw. I'm sure you guys are aware of the capillary effect of a straw. You can put your thumb over it, dip it down in something, draw it out. So that's exactly what I did. With this ejection port being open and the bolt being out, I used that straw to pinpoint the chamber and filled the 16 inches of this barrel with a few ounces of this. Well, I don't know if it was a few ounces. I still got a bunch left.
Bam! Billy Mays here!
Of this Rimfire blend. There's 16 ounces in this bottle. They actually sell a smaller bottle, but if it works, it works. I'll order it once. We buy once, we cry once. So at that point, I filled the barrel, just forgot about it. I let it sit overnight into the next day. I didn't really record how long it was. It was more than 24 hours, but less than 48. So now also, one thing that Mike recommended was that you use plastic. You use your plastic bore brushes. Don't use anything metal that's abrasive. They wanted you to use the nylon. So I got 3 nylon brushes. Those are reflected on this receipt as well. So filled this thing with the Rimfire blend, started running the nylon brushes through it, ran the patches through it, and it was looking really good. So now also, one thing that they talk about is having a carbon ring in your chamber. So that's where this C4, this is the C4 carbon remover. That's where this stuff comes in. I just took a simple swab. I'd show you all this, but YouTube has smacked my hand for it. I took a simple swab, put some of C4 cleaner on there, and just poked that swab right into the chamber and just let it sit. Then I went ahead and hit it, started running patches through it. This thing came out perfectly clean. I can use a bore light. Dude, this thing shines like it's freaking new. It's beautiful. And I really do hate not having a way to record the barrel before and after. This thing's straightened right up. So now, basically, what you do when you take these out to the range, once you've got them completely clean, the first few rounds you're going to fire, it's not going to shoot well. Because this match grade ammo, it has a lube on it. So you basically have to let the barrel kind of get back into a state of being dirty before it gets back into its sweet spot. So once it got into its sweet spot, we started drilling nice little tiny holes. That's exactly what we want. We freaking love that, right? So when it comes to a critter, we're going to drill nice holes in a critter, drill nice holes in paper. This thing's the best all the way around. And of course, this Vortec straightened it right up. So now, as promised, I'm going to show you the receipt. So there you go. Rimfire blend, 16 ounces. It was $28.99. Now, they have a smaller bottle, but the 16 ounce is a better purchase. So I decided to go ahead and get the 16 ounce because I plan on owning this rifle, you know, forever. So why not go ahead and get a whole pint of it? So basically, now that C4 carbon remover, that was the 4 ounce, it was $13.99. And then your nylon brushes, 22 cal brushes, were $5.99. Now that, after taxes and shipping, that was pretty daggum pricey. But also was the rifle. If you're going to own it, do the maintenance. That's what my buddy Mark Novak says. Do the maintenance. So that's exactly what we did. So anyway, this stuff really works. I highly recommend it. It straightened it up, and it was almost, I don't know, painless. So rock and roll. And now, since ammo's not cheap and everyone's time is valuable, a quick word from our sponsor, which is Swagger bipods. This is the SFR10. The SFR10 is flex to rigid. Now, of course, you can see right here, I'm on a flat table, but you can see the flexibility in it. I like being able to throw this thing up on a rock or throwing it up on a stump and be able to throw a little bit of preload into it. That makes it nice and stable. Of course, you can take an uneven shooting surface and make the best shot possible with it. Now, what I do like about this, it mounts to a pick rail right here on the front of the rifle. Mine, Voodoo, is equipped with a pick rail, and we've got a quick detach. So you just hit your little lever right there, and boom, pops right off. Also, it's adjustable out to 10.5 inches. You suck this thing in nice and short, and then you've got detents to set it at 45 degrees. So if you don't quite need all the height, you got it right there at 45 degrees, and it still maintains that flex. Very solid little unit. I like it, and you can find more out at swaggerbipods.com. All right, guys, I hope you found some information in this video. I know that doing the maintenance is not always very fun or entertaining, but hopefully you found something that really works for you the same way it works for me. The stuff's not filthy, it's not nasty, it doesn't stink, it straightened the rifle right up. I think once I run out of hoppies, I'm probably just done with hoppies. It has not worked the way that this stuff worked. I know hoppies is like a staple in the industry, but yeah, that stuff pretty much killed it. But anyway, if you enjoyed the video, please consider subscribing, hit the thumbs up, leave me an awesome comment to help with the algorithm. I hope you have a wonderful day. We'll see you next video. I love you.
You're filthy. Go sit in the corner and think about all those bullets you ate. Dirty, dirty rifle.